Hello all and welcome to our channel Holistic Facts. In Prelims Prime videos today we are going to see STARS project which is launched by World Bank. So STARS stands for Strengthening Teaching, Learning and Results for States Program. World Bank has already approved $500 million for this, and it is a project to improve the quality and governance of school education in 6 Indian states. So keep this in mind. No, it's not throughout India. It is importantly in 6 Indian states. Which are those states? Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha and Rajasthan. And the scope of this project is going to be that 250 million students between the age of 6 and 17, then 1.5 million schools and over 10 million teachers are going to be benefited. Then the STARS project will be implemented through Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, the flagship central scheme. So in collaboration with this particular scheme it will be. So this is not the first time that World Bank has invested in Indian education sector or public education sector. Since 1994 it has been helping us investing in Indian education sector to achieve our goal of education for all. So prior STARS also it has provided almost $3 billion towards this goal. And India also over the year has achieved some significant number when it comes to children going to schools. So 2004-5 and 2018-19, between that period, earlier it was 219 million children going to school. Now it is 248 million children going to school. But the number of children going to school has increased, but their learning outcome has not increased, and it remains below par across the age groups. Below par meaning below average. And what is learning outcome exactly? So whenever you are completing an academic year, you're not only supposed to give exam, take your degree or get your marks and then you are done. You are supposed to remember things. You are supposed to be able to perform those things that you learned in that academic year. So before starting that year you didn't know certain things, but after finishing that year you are able to perform certain things. So when it comes to learning outcomes, we have not done very well. So so STARS is going to help India to address this particular learning outcome challenge and will help students better prepare for the jobs of the future through a series of reform initiatives. So what are those reform initiatives? So focusing more directly on delivery of education services at the state, district and sub-district level. So on all the 3 levels are going to be kept in mind, and customized local level solution towards school improvement is going to be provided. So innovations are invited here. Then addressing demands from stakeholders, especially parents, for greater accountability and inclusion by producing better data to assess the quality of learning. Giving special attention to students from vulnerable section. So students that are vulnerable, meaning that they might have some kind of disability, or certain students that do not have easy access to education. They come from such a background that they do not have easy access to education. So all these groups will be kept in mind, will be focused, and parents will be included. Accountability and inclusion will increase here. So equipping teachers to manage this transformation. Now teachers are the cornerstone for this, right? So it's very necessity that we do capacity building for teachers as well. Then investing more in developing India's human capital needs. Now we know that by the time we reach 2040 in this century, India is going to be on the peak of its demographic dividend, right? Demographic dividend meaning maximum number of people, they will be maximum of our population rather will be in working force, right? Working age group mein. So it's very necessary that they are skilled, and for that foundational learning for children in classes 1 to 3 and preparing them with the cognitive, social behavioral and language skills to meet future labor market needs. So in this also World Bank is going to help us. Foundational learning. What are the issues with the project now? So this project is inviting certain controversies because there are certain issues that have not been addressed. So first, it fails to address the basic capacity issues. Major vacancies across the education system from district institutes of education and training. So at every level, university education or school education, we know we have vacancies all the time, remaining vacancies which are not filled. So many of the time it's because the schools are going to get funds anyways, so those funds they get gobbled up, so there is a corruption that occurs. Okay, so see, we know that number of teachers or number of people applying for these jobs is not less. People apply all the time, and we have qualified workforce for this, but the vacancies are not filled. So this is the basic capacity issue that we need to address. Then we need to incentivize the teachers, because without the motivated faculty, okay, training cannot be expected to improve. We know that when a person tries to get a permanent job, right, a permanent post as a teacher or as a professor, most of the time that person has to pay money to be permanent there. Okay, so all these kind of things, these are discouraging. Second, the bank ignores that decentralizing decision making requires devolution of fund and real devolution decision making power. So when we talk about decentralizing anything, we mean that all the intermediary steps have to be strengthened so that final outcome, okay, the final outcome is strengthened. So but for that, it's very very necessary that you give the power to the intermediaries to utilize those funds as and when needed in their capacity. Also, when you devolve power and fund, you devolve accountability and responsibility. So everybody in those particular steps will be accountable and responsible for the decisions they take. So and that's what we need accountability here. Then it requires not just investment in capacity of the frontline bureaucracy, right? Only officers you strengthen and then ignore the others. That's not the way it should go. We need to foster social accountability here. So this particular project, STARS project, is important from both prelims as well as mains points of view. So I hope you liked our video, and if you did, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Holistic Facts. Thank you.